Good afternoon, Eastern North Carolina. I'm First Alert meteorologist Russell James. As we take a look at the Neuse River, we're seeing sunshine as of right now. Temperatures into the upper 30s, northwest wind at about 5 miles an hour. The dew points have been around 3 degrees or so. That's been keeping the atmosphere very dry throughout the day. Temperatures into the 30s, even some 40s beginning to mix in across the region. We're now running everywhere between 3 to roughly 10 degrees warmer in several areas than it was around this time 24 hours ago. That means that given the solar angle this time of year, the dry atmosphere that we have in place, and also the lighter winds, temperatures have managed to take off a little bit more than it has over the past couple of days. Now, these winds coming in out of the northeast at about 5 to 10 miles an hour will begin to shift out of the south and east as we head into the overnight hours and going into your Tuesday. At least in the time being, we're going to remain into the 30s and 40s throughout the rest of today. And then tomorrow, if you're heading out the door, you need a winter coat in the morning, maybe a warm beverage, but by the afternoon, t-shirt, maybe a sweatshirt as temperatures take off, going into the upper 30s at 9 a.m. to 63. 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Notice even after the sun sets, we stay into the 50s, even along the coast, highs into the mid to upper 50s with a southwesterly wind at around 5 to 10 miles an hour. We'll hold on to the 60s again going into your Wednesday with warm conditions. Things begin to change heading into Valentine's Day weekend. We'll be watching out for some rain moving its way through parts of the area. We'll have a brief shower chance on Wednesday, but that's only going to be a casual system, not really expecting too much. A few light sprinkles, maybe a quick shower, but shouldn't really disturb any plants. As we look at our First Alert Live radar, it's quiet across most of the country. Activity across the northern tier, but I want to show you something out west. This is our infrared satellite imagery. This allows us to look at thunderstorm development a little bit further in detail here, tracking a trough that is starting to trigger some showers and storms over the Pacific. What this area of energy is going to do eventually is going to make its way down towards the south and east, and it'll become a trough of low pressure. This entire trough that you see here, anytime you have that setting up, you'll have an area of low pressure with divergent winds, and that will allow the environment to increase for the potential of heavy rain setting up from eastern Texas all the way up across the middle parts of the deep south. Eventually, some of that activity will glide its way across the east, and that will eventually affect us here in eastern North Carolina and even towards New England. What does that mean for our weather going into Saturday and Sunday? Let's break it down to you with your weekend forecast. Friday night into Saturday, not looking too bad, 20% chance of a brief shower for right now. The timing has continued to move a little bit further and further back. If we can get some of this rain out of the way even into the night of Valentine's Day, then we're pretty much okay. But most of the rain's looking to be Sunday right now. Temperatures struggling to get into the 40s and lower 50s. We expand this to the entire 8-day forecast. 40s today, 60s tomorrow. 60s yet again on Wednesday with a chance for a few showers, and then we dry out for Thursday and Friday. Another chance of rain arriving Sunday and going into President's Day next Monday. For more details on your weather, be sure to stay tuned to WITN, WITN.com, and the WITN First Alert Weather app for the latest information.